What is up, my crew? It's your boy, imthattube. Get back. He's El Chuchi, and today we will be reacting and reviewing Planet Earth. He's gonna be learning about Planet Earth, and I will be too, because there's a lot of interesting stuff on Earth. And if you're not a part of this family, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, so every time I upload a video, you'll be notified. Why you hold your breath that long? But let's get right into this, man. This is interesting because I like learning about stuff like this, and it's always good to learn, you know, guys. Yeah, you always gotta learn about the Earth and things that happen around this world. Never know. Let's get right into this.
Did you know Earth might have a secret underground ocean?
No, I didn't know that.
Are you aware that scientists recently discovered the existence of a new species of human?
What?
And have you been paying attention to the news that the number of creatures on this planet just multiplied by 100,000?
Oh my God!
Then stick your butt on the sofa and have twice as much water.
He has his hand in my butt. Hey, stop it.
Thought. In 2014, a diamond was discovered,
Whoa!
which formed in Earth's transition zone,
That's
which is
crazy.
an area between the upper and lower mantle around 400 to 550 kilometers deep. Inside the diamond was a mineral called ringwoodite, a substance which is typically found inside meteorites, but never before found naturally occurring on Earth. And inside the ringwoodite, researchers discovered actual liquid water. A team led by the University of Alberta scientists believe.
What happened now? Oh, he muted the sound.
Dark.
God damn it! Stop messing with the keyboards. What I tell you, get your foot off my things, man. You're interrupting the stuff, man. You're interrupting the show. Let's get right into it. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. Don't mind me. I'm sorry. You just messed it up,
At
man.
number 6, is there life deeper underground?
Is there?
Jamiroquai once sang about going deeper underground, but as he's yet to fund a drilling project to complete the Kola super deep hole in Russia, I'm gonna call shenanigans on that funky head little chap.
Shenanigans!
However, if he did start digging deeper underground, even just into our crust, might he find life there?
Maybe.
As well
we
as
never
this
know.
secret ocean teeming with all the giant mutated octosharks I just imagined. It is believed that life could theoretically survive within the Earth's crust as deep as 5 to 10 miles down. Below this depth, temperatures are likely to exceed the limit of 270 degrees Fahrenheit, beyond which life cannot be sustained.
That is
without
so
a giant
crazy.
cooling ocean, anyway. But that still leaves an area 5 to 10 kilometers down over the entire surface of the Earth for a whole range of weird creatures to exist in. Most of these are likely to be ancient microorganisms which draw energy from rocks. But don't go licking pebbles the next time you're feeling sleepy, because the process involves reducing oxygen and hydrogen ions to acetate and methane.
There's a fly
And you
in here.
can't do that with your tongue.
Try to grab it. Try to eat it.
However, if we do find evidence of microorganisms living in the crust, it could mean that this deep biosphere is actually the largest animal habitat on the planet. And this discovery would make our next question even more complicated than it already is.
I'm still handsome, man.
5. How many species are there?
How many?
It is widely assumed that of all the species living on Earth today, we know about only a quarter of them, with some even pegging the figure as low as 13%. We've identified around 10 million so far.
Wow, that's
crazy. But in May
crazy.
2016, researchers used mathematical scaling techniques to revise this figure, and it is now thought there are more than 1 trillion different species of micro and macro life sharing our world with us.
I can imagine that.
But before you go shouting Jumanji to call your new army of animal allies to your aid, you need to realize that this figure does include bacteria and microscopic fungi. But even so, that doesn't mean that we won't find new types of large, more visible creatures sometime soon. It is thought there are maybe 100,000 mammals we've yet to meet, millions of plants, and tens of millions of insects. In fact, if anyone watched the BBC's awesome Planet Earth 2, you'll have seen footage of the Amazon River dolphin, whose existence as a distinct species was only confirmed as recently as 2015.
I never knew that existed!
New animals are being discovered every single day. And in October 2016, we might have even discovered a new species of human.
Huh? What? New species of human.
Number 4.
Whoa.
Does man have a...
Whoa. A new species of humans, boys and girls. Are you guys listening to that? That's crazy. New species of humans? Oh, man. Whoa, Whoa. So, can I be the new species of human? We will never know. Let's find out.
A missing relative? All modern humans contain traces of genetic material from one of Homo sapiens' long-dead ancestors, the Neanderthal.
Sapiens?
And some people also carry the genetic remnants of another species known as Denisovans.
Denisovans?
When genetic analysis was conducted upon people from the island groups of Melanesia, evidence was found of a third previously unknown group of extinct human species. Unlike Neanderthals and Denisovans, who were kind enough to die in places we could find them, we've yet to find any physical remains belonging to this mysterious species. But based on genetic analysis, we know they definitely existed. So what did they look like? How did they act? And did they come from outer space?
They acted like me.
Let's answer those questions right now. Hairy monkey people, aggressive.
Harry? I am Harry. I'm not a monkey though. I'm purple. I'm purple. I'm purple. Purple. Purple, purple, purple. Come on, you'll get back into it. Come on, let's stop.
And no.
Stop it, man. We're watching this. You gotta watch this.
Number 3. Where did our oxygen come from?
Water! Earth!
As well
trees,
as the fact that
rocks,
we shouldn't lick rocks for fun. Geology also teaches us that until 2.3 to 2.4 billion years ago, the Earth had no oxygen in its atmosphere. But in early 2016, a group of scientists began analyzing specks of ancient space dust found in Australian limestone.
That is so crazy.
And they discovered that geology was wrong. Hooray! Pass me a pebble. I'm gonna slobber all over that mother. By studying ancient space dust, which had fallen to Earth billions of years ago, scientists were able to analyze what kind of conditions this dust endured while traveling through our atmosphere. And the evidence indicates that far from containing no oxygen, Earth's upper atmosphere was actually highly oxidized, containing as much oxygen as it does today. So why is this important?
Why?
We thought much of our oxygen today came from plants producing it via photosynthesis.
Yes, that's so
true. But if it didn't, this has huge implications for our study of both the development of life on early Earth and on other worlds. At 2,
somebody get me a rock.
The Cambrian explosion.
Whoa.
Around 541 million years ago, life on Earth started to get pretty complicated. And not in an Avril Lavigne way where creatures started acting like somebody else and everybody got frustrated. For reasons which we cannot yet understand, life suddenly developed rapidly from simple organisms into fancy pants animals with blood, bones, eyes, brains, penises, and boobs. Those
penises and boobs
were my favorite.
He said penises and boobs.
Event was called the Cambrian explosion.
Cambrian
and while
explosion.
our theories regarding its cause range from a sudden oxygen increase and the formation of the ozone layer, through to some form of rapid evolutionary arms race, we still cannot say with any certainty why the most productive period of Earth's biological history even occurred at all.
Wow,
Maybe
that is
Mother Earth was a thought
amazing.
in Warcraft or something. And at number 1,
I love the rain.
Why are we wet?
I like watching it out the window because I can't go outside. I gotta get super wet and
The Earth is a pretty soggy place right now, mostly due to a combination of the existing ocean water and all the tears cried by people who disagreed with Donald Trump and
He was trying to
Brexit.
surf, but he can't.
But after the Earth formed 4.6 billion years ago, it was nothing but a dry husk of a planet. So where did all this water come from, which proved so essential to
where
life?
did it come from?
Magic space rain. The Lord God's generous
Whoa. I seen a video where the water came from underneath the ground into the trees, and the tree released the moisture out into the sky, and then it went up in the sky, and it came down, and it wet me all over everywhere, and that's how the rain comes, you guy. You don't know anything.
discharge. I don't know, and neither do science jerks. One theory claims that we could have been pummeled by asteroids made of ice, Whereas another study from the University of Hawaii states that while this may be true for some of our moisture,
go to
most of
Hawaii.
it probably formed on Earth by itself. And this in turn backs the secret underwater ocean theory.
Whoa!
Another strange mysteries bonus entry.
Yeah, what is
Who
it?
made these holes? Scattered throughout some of the most remote regions of Kazakhstan, there are over 300 groups of geometrically designed trenches carved out of the earth called the steppe geoglyphs. And we don't know who made them or why.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Some of these geoglyphs come in ring formations, others in squares. And sometimes you'll even come across a delightful swastika to brighten your day.
What?
They
That
were
is
discovered in
crazy.
2007 by Dimitri Day using Google Earth. Even the likes of NASA have gotten involved in trying to solve this mystery by directing astronauts on the International Space Station to photograph the area from space. Meanwhile, down on terra firma, archaeologists have managed to date the oldest trenches way back to 8000 BC. But since the tribes who inhabited this region at that time rarely stayed in one place long enough to create such a large formation, the discovery of the steppe geoglyphs is causing us to rethink everything we thought we knew about Neolithic man.
Wow!
Gosh darn it, science.
Science!
Making us change textbooks with your evidence. Don't you know how much these things cost?
No, I don't know how much it costs. How much?
So that's our list. Do you think there's an underground ocean? How do you think Earth got so soggy and moist?
Yeah, how do you
Maybe
guys
hate
think?
the word moist.
Moist.
Why? It's
Why?
lovely. I guess if you don't like me saying the word moist over...
Wow! That was amazing! If you guys learned something new, comment below and tell me what you learned about the Earth. Because I learned a lot about the Earth today, and it was super, super cool! And if you guys want to learn some more, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so every time we upload a video. Are you mimicking me? Or you? Yes, I am. Oh, sorry about that. Get out of here, man. Ah, this guy, man, he always kind of covered my voice.